he looks just so good in suit. The uncontrollable desire to love really cute looking babies. He 先生的恋恋不忘 Unforgettable Love is a 24-episode drama that's being aired in China on Mango Television. It's led by Wei Zheming and Hu Yixuan. The drama is based on a very out-of-date, quite old-fashioned, was very popular in early 2000s type of romantic web novel called 贺少的闪婚暖期. And as the title suggests, it is a story about the traditional classic Asian dramaland trope, rich overbearing CEO marrying a girl very soon after they met each other. It was after they got married with quotation marks that they fall in love. Everybody who's watched Asian dramas know this is like one of the oldest story setup we've had. Based on the first 14 episodes of this drama that I've watched, this is over halfway, but still counting as a first impression because the drama is short in total episodes count. I will give it a 1 gold mine, but it's actually higher than that. More accurately, probably a 1.5. Really, very enjoyable, super funny comedy romantic drama. This drama was filmed last year from September to November in the city Changsha, where Hunan Television and Mango TV is based. So this is a purely local drama production for the production company, and as it is also a contemporary drama, it means it is possible to control the budget to the absolute minimum. The male lead character, played by Wei Zheming, is the CEO of a tech company, and he inherited the company because his elder brother died in a car crash. Along with the company that he inherited from the brother, he also inherited the brother's kid, a boy who was about a year or two old when the accident happened. So he is to the public a dad to a child that he claimed to be his own, but actually is really his nephew. And then our female lead character is a children's doctor, psychologist, so dealing with children's psychological problems, and she comes across this kid. And the kid immediately falls in love with the doctor. It is purely because the kid had a lot of problems, and the kid needs a doctor to take care of him and helping him to be able to communicate as a normal person. Therefore, our male lead has to hire the female lead to help the kid, and then eventually somehow ended up under a contract, fake marriage, and then fall in love, and then, you know, classic Asian drama stuff. So as the story itself and character setup, there really is nothing new. Everything that's there, we've seen it many times before, but I still give it a quite positive rating, and I binged through the first 10 episodes. It's really fun to watch. So now let's talk about the good things. First and foremost, this drama overall gives you a very relaxed, happy atmosphere and feeling. If you're looking for that kind of spiritual massage and fun at the end of a tiring day, this is, yeah, definitely a drama to go for. Everything you can imagine that can happen with this kind of setup will happen, and probably more. And it has been backed up by quite reasonable and logical writing, plus very solid acting. So that definitely leads to the second point, which is I love the casting. I have very good impressions of both male and female leads. For the male lead actor Wei Zheming, I think people who has been on my channel for long enough know I have special partial preference towards him as an actor and with his looks and particularly his voice. And I don't know how many of my audiences would agree with me, but he looks just so good in suit and spectacles and glasses and, you know, the metal rim. So I definitely fangirl quite a bit as I watch his drama and enjoying his presence on screen. But he also acts pretty well. He's a pretty good, solid actor. And his character in this drama is quite similar to his previous character in last year's Perfect Casual. Both are very successful, very sort of rational brain, statistical, data-driven brain male character. But the difference between these two characters is last year his professor character is a softer, gentler, kinder, and not so spiky character, whereas this time the CEO he plays has that much more of spice of his character in it. So he's not always the kindest person, he's not always the sweetest, he sometimes acts quite childishly and not always being very considerate of other people's feelings, but it adds a lot of bubbly and funny energy because of the difference in character. If you've enjoyed his acting in last year's Perfect and Casual, I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy his acting of this character. As for the female lead actress Hu Yixuan, last year I really liked the drama 离人心上, although I don't like the ending. I said in that drama's review that I really like this actress. She comes across so comfortably, like she's not acting. She looks like a real person. Plus, she has very sweet smiles and she goes with the male lead really well. And then we have to talk about the kid. The child actor Sun Sicheng, who played this lovely, cutest baby ever. That is literally the glue, the chengling, okay, of this drama to bring the mother and the father together. Although personally, I am not very fond of very young children, but this kid is just, oh, too cute. Really opens up that kind of DNA imprint in me, the uncontrollable desire to love really cute looking babies. And without this kid, the drama will like lose at least 40% of its attraction to me because he's there. He pretty much makes everything he's in adorable. Although slightly, sometimes they make too much of a cat noise. That's a sound effect of this kid thinking and acting because he doesn't speak. It's a little bit overused of the cat noise, but apart from that, everything about this kid is worth watching. Like if you just watch the kid, it's worth watching. He's just such a good actor. What can I say? I'm successfully targeted, okay, by this drama's strategy of pulling audiences in. And then the third thing about this drama that I appreciate is, although it's a very old setup, so old that you pretty much don't expect any new things coming out of it, which is really the case of this drama. Nothing out of expectation happens. But within its framework, the plot, the development, why people do the things they do, the motivations are all written with a solid level of logic. So there is no annoying people fall in love with no good reason type of thing, or artificial sweetener, not just trying to smash two faces together without any laying the foundation work. So as you're watching this drama, on one hand you realize this is so old, but on the other it's like more. Oh, okay, that is cool. That is so adorable. That is sweet. That is pink bubbles in my heart. So I definitely have to say the adaptation writer did a really good job of making an old school story still pretty watchable in the year 2021. Now let's talk about the not so ideal things about this drama. They're actually not that important, and I just pick them because I realize they're there, but they don't affect my enjoyment of this drama at all. The first thing is, like I said, very tropey. For any audiences who are looking for something that you haven't seen before, or something that at least has one or two elements that is refreshing, then this is not one of those dramas. Everything will happen according to your expectation of what can happen, but they will do it pretty nicely. So I don't think this drama is gonna attract a lot of new coming audiences who hardly check out dramas. It probably would only attract people who already are seasoned watchers and watch a lot of dramas, or like a particular actor in this drama, or just like to turn on a drama when they're doing other things. And as it has already aired 14 episodes, you can tell it's at that stage where it is too late to pick up too much heat. So probably it will just stay as what it is, which is everybody who has gone into watching it are pretty happy about it, but nobody is gonna go crazy about praising it. The second thing about this drama that is not ideal is it is still a relatively speaking low-budget contemporary drama production. As I've said, it's totally filmed in the city of Changsha, which is where Hunan Television is located. So every resources, every set, the roads, everything is like easy. The traffic, the accommodation, they can minimize that cost. And you can also tell in the cinematography and the setting of the drama, the stuff, it's very standard. There's no particular department of props or sets or costumes or makeup, any of that stand out as wow. They've put some designers thought into it, or they've spent quite a lot of money. It just looks very standard. And this kind of also contributes to probably the result of this drama never going to go big in any way. But I very much enjoyed what I've seen in this drama, and I fangirled and screamed many times throughout watching this drama, there are a couple of scenes that are hilarious. Okay, not gonna spoil it for you, but when it happens, you'll know. Okay, you probably will be like stomping on your floor and then smacking your hand on the desk, or if your boyfriend or girlfriend happens to be sitting next to you, you might be pinching them. I don't know, because it does get to quite ridiculous funny level. Before I go, also this drama's both leads each sang a song for this drama. The male lead sang the ending song and the female lead sang one of the in the middle sort of original soundtrack song, and they're both very good singers. Okay, one of the things that I feel really sad about Wei Zheming not being able to attend the Word of Honor May concert is because he's a really good singer. He's definitely on par with Zhang Zhehan, and I would say probably even better. There was a time when he was in a boy band about to debut, or kind of debuted, but didn't work out, and also because he comes from the 播音主持, which is a broadcasting and television hosting kind of major in university. He has a really actually properly trained voice. Also, the female lead is a great singer. I've discovered that actually last year in 离人心上. She's a great singer. So it is my sincere wish, probably not this time, but in the future, both of them will end up in some kind of production that will make them much better known, and they'd be also able to share with people of how good a singer they are. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.